Good evening, everybody. Today, I caught a $9,000 trade in just 6 minutes, and that brought my total for the week to over $21,000. And honestly, it was one of the simplest trades I've taken in a pretty long time. The market was in a clear downtrend. I waited for a bounce into the resistance. I shorted it, and I covered at support. That's basically it. I sold when it was expensive. I bought back when it was cheap, and I shut it down for the day. I didn't force anything. I wasn't trying to predict the bottom. I wasn't trying to predict the top. I just let the market come to me. I trusted the setup and I cleanly executed. This is what I preach all the time. Consistency just comes from keeping it simple, doing the same thing over and over and over and over until it literally just gets boring, until you just realize isn't your job. I'll break down exactly what I saw, the level I shorted from, how I managed the trade, and how you could apply the same process to stay consistent. I'll also show the real-time Discord, my thoughts, my when I alerted it, and etc. So let's go ahead and get started. So I woke up at this time. I try to skip the first hour of the market open just because I don't like the volatility in the morning. And I only know I only need 30 to 50, 60 points a day to, make a consistent good amount of money. So I know I don't need to push it like crazy. So I could skip where I usually do worst and come back when the conditions are a little bit easier. So this is basically when I woke up, I realized, oh, hey, the market, gapped up, but it gapped up and it failed again. So I am pretty bearish because anything above 20,220 is basically a sell zone. And then we get another sell zone up here at 150 where we couldn't break above. We came back under, and gauging off this process, off this setup right here, where we were bound after we, basically made the move up. This is yesterday. We bounce and then we come all the way down. We basically retrace this entire move down. We gap up. We're like, good news, and then boom, we come back down again. So at this point, I'm thinking we're in a downtrend. We should at least retest the bottom of this range. So think about it as a zigzag, 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 zig, and we get the zag all the way down here. So this is kind of what I'm expecting. A move somewhere down to the 20,000 area. If I let me show Discord. I say, morning, happy Friday of the bank. Looking for shorts. This is bearish action. We have been stuck in this range for multiple days. We gapped up and sold off again. So after we sold off here, we bounced and we sold off again. I'm looking for shorts somewhere between 160 to 175. So the sell zone I just talked about. So we're gonna draw a little rectangle. So like this. So we'll start it at 160. And we'll end it at 170. We'll just end it at 180. We'll go like this. Right. So this is kind of what I'm looking at. I'm looking to take a short if it comes in this area. Let's go. This is the 5 minutes. So now I'm gonna go to the 1 minute chart. And let's go ahead and see what happened. Let me hide this real quick so we don't get distracted. All right, we should be good to go. All right, we should be good to go. Well, we have some support down here, so I'll also draw a little support box somewhere like this. It's not too important, but I'll have it up just in case. Keep in mind, I'm looking for a move down to the 20,000 area. Or this is at least where I'm expecting price to go. And remember, anytime it goes to the red box, I'm kind of interested in a short. So here we are. We're really close to the... Oops. We're really close to the red box. And I am looking at this point for a short. Right? Like I mentioned earlier, anything in this red box sell zone area, I am looking for a short. And my stop would be right above this resistance. So you see where we rejected right here, and basically where we started this red candle off. So we could draw a little line like this, right? Where it starts like this. So this is basically where we got the big dump, and then we see we rejected it here again, right here, and then right here. And so I'm expecting some type of rejection here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take a short, and have my TP somewhere in this area where we usually kept on bouncing. So we'll draw a little box like this. And let's give it a different color. Let's give it blue or something. All right. I am looking for a dump somewhere in this blue box. So somewhere from up here to up here. And my stop is right above this red box. Right up here. So we see the first rejection here where we dropped off 65. And I'm thinking, all right, this is great. So now I have my little confirmation. We sold off once, twice, 3 times. I know there's a seller participating in this area. Next time it goes there, I am looking to take a short with a stop over 180 and, kind of bleed all the way back down to, 100 to 120. There is a possible bounce at 125, but I am mainly looking, if we sell off pretty aggressively, we could even see a move down to the 60s for a possible new low a day. So this is kind of what I'm looking at right now. And we see we're in a major downtrend. We're just bouncing off resistance. So imagine we broke down, we can't get above. What's the market gonna do? Ideally move back down. We have a super tight stop. Our stop should be around 15 points, 17 points max, and our reward should be somewhere between 40 to 60 points. So we're looking at least 3 to 5 times of our risk. So if I'm risking 1,000, I look to at least make 3 to 4,000 on that. I take my initial short right there. Then add a little bit more. So I take my short here at 165, and my stop is now right above this white. So I have a super tight stop because it failed right here last time. It failed here. It failed here. So I'm looking, why will it not fail again? As long as it stays under this red box, this white where we dumped here and where we failed here, I should be good to go. Now there is a chance this goes back up because it made the higher low, but I'm betting the fact that we rejected this area already multiple times. We're in a bigger downtrend and we're in a multi-day consolidation where we just cannot break above this 20,200. It's a massive resistance. So I'm betting combining all those facts, combining all those confluences, I'm betting that the market will move a little bit lower. Market moves really quickly down within 6 minutes. This is a 6-minute move, and it goes into my blue box, and I end up TPing 20 and 115, I believe. So, genuinely, I do not think this trade could have been any more simple. I'm gonna slow this down a little bit so you guys could see. I'm gonna put it at like 5 speed or something. So once I take the short, you could see just how aggressively the market started moving down. The reason why I slowed it down, I want to show you the patience I had while it was, trying to hold this 30, 35 area. It accelerated really fast. I see that it's trying to start waking up at this area. You can see how it kept trying to micro fluctuate. So I basically just took rest of the profits, and I was done for the day. I saw that it, went from my area to area. I have no need to where I should be trading anymore. I already made almost 50 points. I'm up $9,000. There's no reason why I should be at my setup anymore. It's a Friday afternoon. There's no reason why I should be at my setup anymore. And here it is, the trade where I check it on Discord. So I was noticing some buys, but then I stuck with the, I missed the entry. So initially I was looking for a long at this 115 here, somewhere in this area, and I missed it up here. So I was looking for a long here and a short up here. I missed a long, but I took the short. I said I'm still looking for a short near 180. I shorted 163. It was like 164, 165 in this area. 180 stop. So my stop was exactly where I talked about, basically where this dump started. The initiation is what I like to call it. We had a dump here, dump here, dump here. So just a little bit above and where this dump started. I am risking 17 points, and here it is. Wick 1, wick 2, wick 3, and then candle 4. My stop's right above. I am targeting 120 to 130. So the blue box I just talked about, targeting 120 down here. And if we look at the 10-minute, you see how every time we went into the 170 and 175, we kept rejecting. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick right now. And so we rejected again, and we're starting to go down. So I'm obviously going to side with it just to take it back down to where we usually kept on bouncing from, right? Since we're on a downtrend, we're in a major downtrend where there's bouncing. I'm looking for a short, and then it goes to 120, and I sell all at 120. And this is what the 1 minute looked like. You can see all the delta absorption up here as well. And yeah, that was basically it. I was looking for a long later, somewhere in this blue box, which did end up working out actually, but I was, after 20-30 minutes where we didn't really move, we just kept bouncing, I just decided to call it a day. I said looking for a long, and then I said, all right, I'm just gonna call it. I could sit here and just go half size and try to risk some profits and make more on a Friday and just go back and forth, lose 500, make 1,000, lose 500, lose another 1,000, whatever, and I'll probably still end up at the same amount I was green earlier. I'm sure many of you have encountered that where you would have probably been more green if you would have just left on the first trade. So that's exactly what I did, and 79 people ended green. So yeah, that was basically the trade of the day. I woke up a little bit late on purpose. I don't like to trade the first hour. I noticed that we have a lot of resistance here, here, here. I took a short again, stop right above. I didn't cover early. You see, I waited. The main part I want you to understand is I waited for the support, and it's not because it moved fast. It's because I planned it before the trade. If you notice, before the trade even came, I was looking targeting 120 to 130. This green box here. Before the trade even came, I was planning my exit. Before the trade came, I was planning my entry. If you look here, looking for shorts, between 160 to 175. You need to always plan your entry and your exit before. So once you're in the trade, there is no more thinking. There is no more second guessing. There's no more, oh my God, I think this could go down. Oh my God, I think this could go up. Oh my God, I'm getting nervous. None of that bullshit. You need to develop a system where you plan every trade beforehand to where once you see the opportunity come, you take it with some size and then you call it a day. You don't need to sit here for 10 trades. I used to take 10, 20 trades a day. And then I realized instead of risking $1,000 10 times, let me just risk it on two different trades just so I could win bigger and I win more. And that's it. Instead of risking $2,000 5 different times, why don't I just risk $5,000 twice? You know, since and if I win, I just call it early instead of waiting to trade 5 more trades. And the more risk you have in the market, especially in this Trump market, the more exposure you have, the more you could be prone to a news scandal, to whatever, or anything like this, So, um, anyways, what I'm trying to get at is I want you guys to plan your entries, plan your exits, so there's no second guessing. I want you guys to stop predicting, and I want you guys to start reacting. When you see price rejecting area, I don't care what you think it's doing. You see price rejecting, short it. If you see price reacting to it, you buy it. You need to stop predicting. Just start reacting to what the market is doing, and I promise you, your consistently will drastically change. I hope this video helps, and we had a fantastic week. We made a little bit over $21,000. This is a $9,000 trade. Yeah, this is it from me, and I will see you guys Monday for more live trading. I will leave the link to live trade with me in the bio, and I hope this video helps. Let me know if you guys have any feedback, any comments, any suggestions. I would love to help you guys out a little bit more. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Take care. Thanks for watching again.